the Rusting Hulks, Camila's Commandos, the squad that are always taking a smoko. This squad is great at territory denial without giving up any damage. Unfortunately, they're so good at denying territory, they also deny territory to themselves. So let's break down the squad. The main act is the Jet Mech, a brute class flying mech. It's got 2 HP and 4 move and is equipped with aerial bombs, which allows the unit to jump over a tile, doing 1 damage and applying smoke to the tile. Costs 1 core to power, 2 cores for +1 damage, and 2 cores for +1 range. The +1 range is probably the highest priority upgrade for this squad. It means you're denying twice as many tiles. Then you got the Rocket Mech, which is their ranged one. It's equipped with rocket artillery. 1 core to power, indirect fire, does 2 damage and knockback to a target, and fart smoke behind the rocket artillery. Costs 2 cores to increase the damage by 1, and 2 cores to increase the damage by a further 1. The smoke behind is really useful. In a pinch, it gives the rocket artillery a melee ranged attack. As long as it can find a target in the other direction, it can still attack a unit next to it. This also allows it to attack 2 targets at once, so it's very good against the blobber because it can position itself between the blob and the blobber, hitting both at the same time. It's also equipped with the storm generator, the thing that, makes the entire squad's strategy work. The storm generator makes all smoke tiles do 1 point of damage to any enemy units inside. It costs 1 core to power, 3 cores to increase the smoke damage by 1. Keep in mind that while the damage only applies to the enemy, this does not confer any immunities to you or any of your allied units. They will still be impacted by the action blocking effects of smoke. And finally, there's the Science Mech. It's not a flying Science Mech and it's got 3 HP and it's armed with Repulse. It pushes all adjacent units. It costs 1 core to power, 1 core to also shield itself, and 2 cores to shield any adjacent units. What pilots are good to use with this squad? Camila. There is simply no better pilot for this squad. Their big drawback is that their units are still affected by smoke. Sure, they don't take damage from it, but they can't fire or repair from within smoke. Camila's immunity to webs is handy, but what's way more valuable here is her immunity to the impact of smoke. It doesn't deny her territory. No other pilot can really compete for this slot. You put her in the Jet Mech and she can smoke up the entire battlefield. Then strategy. Unfortunately, the squad achievements are actually pretty useless as a strategy guide here. Overpowered and perfect battle are just incentives to play cautiously and aim for maps that reward power over reputation. And personally, I don't actually click as well with the Rusting Hulks as I would like. They have a relatively weak start, but my focus is generally on placing smoke to stop Vec from being able to attack. You try and take advantage of the fact that smoke will cancel attacks and push Vec around to let your jet cancel 2 attacks in 1 jump. You try and push Vec back into smoke when they inevitably leave it, and where possible, lay down smoke next to buildings to effectively make them immune to the melee Vec. There are 2 things you want to be wary of with smoke. Try to keep at least 1 square free in any given column or row so that you can actually fire your artillery. It's surprisingly easy to accidentally smoke all spots your artillery would want to fire from. Similarly, avoid accidentally smoking allied units. Very few of them are immune to the effects of smoke, and it's pretty unfortunate for your artillery to incidentally fart on the disposal unit, for example, and render the objective completely impossible. Also, if you find in any shops any weapons that also generate smoke, seriously consider taking them, because of course they will continue to work with the storm generator. That's my advice to the Rusting Hulks. Next time, we'll be playing with power with Blitzkrieg.